Hello dear students, welcome to my channel Maths with Panindra. In this episode, we are going to discuss the relative error, percentage error related problems we are going to discuss now. In the previous session, we discussed about the approximate value of the function, that is f of x plus delta x is approximately equal to f dash of x into delta x plus f of x. Based on that formula, we discussed 5 to 6 problems in the previous session. Now in this session we are going to discuss about the percentage error or percentage increase, relative or relative error related problems. Now let us have a discussion on the first problem. This is mathematics 1b, errors and approximations, which is related to application of derivatives, which is having good weightage in intermediate. So compulsory 2 marks question from this. Why? Because in the 30% deletion of syllabus, increasing, decreasing functions and maximum minima is not there. So optionally this increasing errors and approximations question guarantee it will come. So first question, if the increase in the side of a square is 4%, then find the approximate percentage of increase in the area of the square. Here 4% increase in the side of the square is given. They are asking to calculate increase in the area of the square, percentage increase in the area of the square. First we have to assume that side of the square, let x be the side of the square. First thing, let x be the side of the square. 4% increase. The increase in the side of a square is 4%. Given first, delta x be the increase in the side of a square. In the side of a square. Delta x value is given as what? Given that delta x is equal to 4% of side of a square. 4% of side of a square is what? X. 4% of x means 4 by 100 into x. So delta x is equal to 4 by 100 into x. From that, what I am doing is 100 I am taking this side, that means LHS side. Even x also we are taking, except 4 remaining terms we are taking this side. So delta x divided by x we are taking this side now, into 100 also we are taking this side. 100 is equal to 4. That means indirectly the percentage increase in the side of a square is given as 4. They are asking to calculate the percentage of increase in the area of the square. Here percentage error in the side of the square is delta x by x into 100. They are asking the percentage increase in the area of the square is delta a by a into 100. They are asking. Required delta a by a into 100. This is the required one. How much? The percentage increase in the area of the square. So you remember that whenever they are asking to calculate percentage increase, you have to apply log on both sides for the related formula. Here what is the related formula? Area of the square. What is the formula for area of the square? The area of the square, area of a square is capital A equal to x square, sine into sine. So whenever percentage increase they are asking, percentage increase, taking log on both sides, taking log on both sides. So log a is equal to log x square. Log a equal to, we can write as 2 into log x. Log a power n means m into log a. After getting up this step, differentiating on both sides, not with respect to x, not with respect to y. Differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. I am not writing here with respect to x or with respect to y. Log a derivative is 1 by a. Log x derivative is what? 1 by x. Similarly, log a derivative is 1 by a. Again, a differentiation is delta a. I am taking here. Differential of a. So, dA or delta a. 1 by a into delta a, which is equal to, similarly, to constant log x. D by dx of log x. Here, that is 1 by x. But here, differentiating on the log x 1 by x. Again, x differentiation is delta x. Just a differential of x we are taking. Here also differential of a, delta a. So, delta a divided by a is equal to 2 into delta x by x. After that, we want delta a by a into 100 only, no? Percentage increase in the area of the square. So, multiplying on both sides by 100, delta a by a into 100, which is equal to 2 into delta x by x into 100. Since from this value, you put that equation number 1. Since from equation 1, this value is equal to 4. Therefore, 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. Therefore, the percentage increase in the area of the square is delta a by a into 100 is equal to 8. Otherwise, delta a equal to 8% of 8. We can write like this. Both are same. So, delta a by a into 100 is equal to 8. Hence the result. This is the way you have to do the problems in this. The next question. The radius of a sphere is measured as 14 centimeters. Later it was found that there is an error 0.02 centimeters in measuring the radius. Find the approximate error in surface area of the sphere. Here, the radius of the sphere is measured as 14 centimeters. Given that the radius of a sphere, the radius of the sphere is r equal to 14 centimeters. Later it was found that there is an error 0.02 centimeters in measuring the radius. That means the error in radius of the sphere is, error is denoted by delta r or change in the radius. So, and also given change in r or error in r, error in the radius. That is delta r equal to 0.02 centimeters. After that they are asking find the approximate error in surface area. Surface area is denoted by S. Surface area of the sphere is S is equal to 4 pi r square. The surface area of the sphere is S is equal to 4 pi r square. They are asking approximate error in. Approximate error means absolute error or error simply. So delta S they are asking. Just differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. That means differential of respective values. S derivative is delta S. 4 pi is constant. We can leave like this. Constant into function is there means constant we can take outside and then rest of the function you have to differentiate. So R square. The differential of R square is 2R. Again R if you differentiate delta R will come. Now delta S is equal to 4 2s are 8 into pi into R into delta R. R value we know that, delta R value also we know that. Substitute that. So 8 into pi, R value is 14, delta R value is 0.02. We know that pi is equal to 22 by 7. No? So we can write as 8 into pi, sorry, pi means 22 by 7 into 14, 0.02. 7 ones are 7 twos are. Now, eight to 16 into 22. So 8 into 22, sorry 8 into 44 into 0.02. So now 44 into, this also can be written as 8, so this can be written as 0.01, so better to write 8 into 44, you can do the first. 8 is 8 for the 32, 8 for the 32, 3, 35, 352 into, this can be written as 2 divided by 100, 0.02 can be written as 2 by 100. So 352 into 2 if you do, so 2 to the 4, 70. 2 5 is 10, 2 to the 6, 7. So 704 divided by 100, which is equal to 7.04. Delta S is equal to, here delta S means area, no? So centimeter square, measures your right. So the error in or approximate error in surface area is delta S is equal to 7.04 centimeter square. Next question, dear students. The diameter of a sphere is measured to be 40 centimeters. If an error of 0.02 centimeters is made in it, then find approximate error in volume and surface area of the sphere. Given that the diameter of the sphere is d is equal to 40 centimeters, and also given that the error of diameter, the error in diameter is 0.02 centimeters. Now they are asking, then find the approximate errors in volume and surface area. So two questions are there. First we will do the first question. The volume of the sphere V is equal to 4 by 3 into pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere. But in the question diameter is given. Diameter is twice of the radius. So or we can write in terms of d. Sorry. D is equal to 2R, so R is equal to D by 2. Wherever R is there, you have to replace with D by 2 and simplify. This is the formula, the volume of the sphere in terms of radius. Whatever the result we are going to get, that is formula in terms of diameter. So V is equal to 4 by 3 pi into, in place of R, D by 2 whole cube. So if you simplify 4 pi by 3 into D cube divided by 8, 4 ones are 4 twos are, which is equal to pi by 6 into d cube. Volume of the sphere in terms of diameter. Now differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. What is the meaning of differentiation? Here I will give one hint. Observe carefully. Make a note. Differentiating or differential of, differentiating of x power 3 with respect to not with respect to x, not with respect to y. Differentiating of x cube, how we are going to proceed is, first you have to write d by dx of x power n formula like that. So x power 3 means 3x square. Again x derivative is delta x. See, this is the procedure to write that differentiating of x cube. Whenever you are not writing differentiating with respect to x, this is the procedure you have to follow. Suppose if it is here in place of x cube, suppose p power 4 is there. Differential of, even like this also can, or change in that x cube, change in that p power 4. Differential of p power 4. P power 4 means 4p power 3. Again p delta p. P derivative is delta p. This is the procedure you have to follow. So differentiating on both sides means b derivative is delta b. Pi by 6 is constant. D cube derivative, it is looking like x power 3 now. So we can write as 3d square. Again d derivative is delta d. So 3 ones are 3 twos are pi by 2 d square. What is d value? 40. 40 into 40 into 0.02, which is equal to pi by 2 into 1600 into, this can be written as 2 by 100 now. 0.02 means 2 by 100. So here 2 zeros, here 2 zeros, even 2 get cancelled, which is equal to 16 pi. This is V, delta V equal to centimeter cube. Delta V is equal to 16 pi centimeter cube. This is error in, approximate error in volume. Therefore, the approximate error delta V, approximate error in volume of sphere. Now next one, dear students, in the next question, surface area. So the surface area of the sphere is S is equal to 4 pi r square. Even this formula also in terms of diameter in terms of diameter you have to convert. So S is equal to 4 pi, in place of r d by 2 whole square. So S is equal to 4 pi into d square divided by 4. 4 get cancelled. S is equal to pi d square. Now surface area of the sphere in terms of diameter. Now differentiating on both sides. So S derivative is delta S. Pi is constant. D square derivative is 2D into D derivative is delta D. Now substitute the respective values. 2 pi into D value is 40 into delta D value is 0.02, which is equal to 80 pi into, this can be written as 2 by 100 now. So one of the 0 will be cancelled. So 16 pi divided by 10. Divided by 10 means if you put here one decimal, it will become as 1.6 pi is a centimeter square, by because delta S surface area. Therefore the approximate error in surface area is delta S is equal to 1.6 pi centimeter square. The next question. The time t of a complete oscillation of a simple pendulum of length L is given by t is 2 pi into root L by Z, where G is a gravitational constant, find the approximate percentage error in T. They are asking percentage error in T. That means delta by T into 100 they are asking. This is the required. Find the approximate percentage error in T when the percentage error of L is 1%. That means delta L by L into 100 is equal to 1. When delta L by L into 100 is equal to 1, we have to calculate delta T by T into 100 value. What is the value of that? See, first, given relation and given that also. Given relation. While we got all our physics terms, just given relation. T equal to 2 pi root L by G. Root can be written as whole power 1 by 2 now. So T is equal to 2 pi into L by G whole power 1 by 2. Root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. Next, given that G is a gravitational constant, here find the approximate percentage of error in T when the percentage of error in L is 1%. Given, instead of writing this one, this is the required value. Given delta L is equal to 1% of L. That means we can write as delta L is equal to 1 by 100 into L. So cross multiply delta L by L into 100 is equal to 1. This information is given. When the percentage error in L is 1, then you have to calculate delta T by T into 100. Percentage error in time T they are asking. I already said that whenever you have to calculate percentage error, take for the given relation or any formula, take log on both sides. So here taking log on both sides, so log T is equal to log 2 pi into L by G whole power 1 by 2. So log T, this is A, this is B. Log AB means log A plus log B. So log 2 pi plus log L by G whole power 1 by 2. Again log A power M formula you can apply. Log A power M is what? M into log A. So log T equal to log 2 pi plus half into log L by G. Even log L by G also we can write log A by B formula. Log A minus log B. So log T is equal to log 2 pi plus half into log L minus half I am taking directly half into log G. Here what are the formulas we apply? Log AB formula. Log AB is equal to log A plus log B. One formula we applied. Here this is A, this is B. Next log A power M formula we applied. Log A power M, M into log A. After that log A by B formula. Log A by B is equal to log A by log B. Log A minus log B. So these are the formulas we apply. And after that differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. Log T derivative is 1 by T. Again T derivative is delta T. 2 pi, log 2 pi. 2 pi is constant. So constant derivative is 0. Plus half into log L. Log L is derivative is 1 by L. Again L derivative is delta L. Minus, here they mentioned already G is a gravitational constant. Constant means whose derivative is 0. So half into log G is 1 by G into delta G value is 0. So 0 into anything is 0. So we got it as delta T by T is equal to half into delta L by L. But they are asking delta T by T into 100, no? Percentage error in time T. So multiplying on both sides by T 100, delta t by t into 100 is equal to half into delta L divided by L into 100. Since from equation 1 we can put that, since from equation 1 this value is equal to 1, delta t divided by t into 100 is equal to half into 1, which is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, the percentage error in time t is delta t by t into 100 is equal to 1 by 2. So, if you want to write in terms of half percent, delta t equal to half percent of t, we can write like this.